Oh my god, you guys couldn't even fucking hear me.
I said your name so excitedly, too. I was like, Spicy and Batman.
Congrats on being first. Batman.
Voices, hi.
Yes. Okay, hold on a minute. I forgot that I collabed with someone, so I usually end up muting. Oops. You see that part? So I usually end up muting the desktop audio and my mic so I can continually talk to them. But yeah. I'm a little late because I got distracted watching Wizard of Oz. But
we were putting up Christmas decorations outside, so we got at least a good portion of them up because my house tends to go like crazy, like, or big for Christmas. So this like American houses that you'll see where they're all lights. We are one of those houses, so it takes us a couple of days to get everything up.
It takes us like a day to get everything down because we all just throw everything just in the garage so it dries out. But it's still funny when I wake up like the next morning and everything's gone. No, I'm not taking my meds.
But yes, how are you guys?
And yes, we are going back to Professor Layton after I feel like a little bit. It's been a bit. But it's kind of my fault. I was still trying to get adjusted to my work schedule. Which I'm still kind of a complete mess right now. Okay. I think I did set up everything. The only thing I haven't done is open up the capture. 40 minutes ago. Hey! Yay! At least you're off. Yeah. The hardest part about mine is just the drive back, because usually I'm tired. I have friends with Wendy's because I was hungry after work. I feel that. McDonald's is right at the corner of the last street I need to turn on to go home. So every time I pass it, I'm like, ooh, tempting. And I think I've only done it twice. Twice in a month that I worked there, so I'm doing maybe kind of good. But usually I know my mom will send me photos. She's like, dinner's waiting for you. And I was like, I'm coming. Yeah. And then I brought a whole ass pizza home on Friday. Yeah, I understand that. I brought a whole ass pizza. My work brought in like pizzas and not a lot of people ate them, so they were like, what do we do with them at the end of the day, because I usually close. And they were like, well, I guess we just throw them out. And I was like, there's a whole ass sausage pizza that barely anyone's touched. I was like, I'm taking this, by the way. And they both looked at me. They're like, are you serious? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm taking the pizza. You guys can throw away the peppers and pepperoni because I don't like those. But I was like, because the cheese one was pretty much gone. So I was like, I'm taking the sausage one. And I ate about like 5 pieces tonight. And that was my dinner. But Maltka, because I bring Maltka to work now, which he's funny. He's I thought he was going to have like this big problem when I did. Aunties. Aww. Aww. The free little mini ice creams. That sounds so cute. And yes, free ice cream. So It's getting colder here. So I tend to go for a lot more warmer stuff. Doesn't mean I won't turn down ice cream when it's offered. We usually buy like those gallon tubs of ice cream. And we like just dish it ourselves. I love those. We'll just like watch TV and then like usually like either afterwards or before it. My mom's like, "You want hot chocolate?" I know, I hate it. It's gonna be so cold because I like have to drive home in the dark and I'm like, oh, because everyone's got like these trucks with the really bright headlights and I really hate it. And what is kind of funny is that I have accidentally showed Moltka that the front seats have air conditioning, like have the cooling seats. Like it has butt warmers and then it has like the cooling. So you can either be like, it's hot out, I'd rather just have cold. Or it's like, hey, it's cold out, I want butt warmers. I accidentally showed Moltka that the front seat has cooling. So now he doesn't sit in the back anymore. He sits up right up front and he's like thrown himself up against the seat. He's like, turn it on. Turn it on. Which I'm like, I will take that then, opening the window. But now he just sits up front with me, staring at me. And I was like, I really, really hope I don't get into a crash or like have to slow down turns because he's not safe up there. He's not really safe in the backseat either. But I'm like, but he's so cute when he sits next to me. But will continue bringing him to work until he has to go to my brother's. My brother has decided that he's trying to find a trainer for him right now, and then he will go up to live with my brother. So I maybe have about like a month with Moltka before he goes to my brother's, which we had him for about 5 years here. So I'm like, my baby's leaving me. Which I'm like, oh, I always knew it would happen, but it just kept getting put off long. But not the baby, I know. Oatmeal's going to stay. The small baby. He ain't very small. He a big baby. But Oatmeal will be staying. My brother doesn't think he will be able to get Oatmeal to come up by him. Which Oatmeal was his first dog, so it was like, aw. But I guess he's like, it's gonna have to be discussed another time. Like, his girlfriend kind of doesn't want big dogs, but she did grow up with German Shepherds, so it's not like she hates them, but it's still like, ugh. That, and I have a Chihuahua, so it's like, and Moltka does very well with the small dogs at work because I bring them in and the room is separated between big dogs and small dogs. Moltka stays with me because I'm usually on the small dog side. Moltka comes with me on the small dog side because Moltka has social anxiety. He doesn't want to talk to any of the other dogs. He's like, I must stay with Wolfie. There's no going anywhere else. Like, he's my full-blown shadow. He does not want to leave. He's slowly adventuring from my side, but he's instantly on, safe base. But he comes back, but he's able to watch, we had a mini pin run by, and he goes, yeah, whatever. And he sniffed them because I'm able to pet the dogs, which was a big factor of him being able to stay with me, was if I was able to deal with the other dogs. But he does. The only time he really kind of reacts is when a dog is like barking in his face continuously or tries to hump him. We had at least 2 different dogs do that, and I was like, oh my gosh, get off of him. Oh, my phone needs to be charged. But yeah. My mom's still watching Wizard of Oz. Yeah. And he's just like this little cutest thing, but he will follow anyone who's cleaning, because we use a vacuum to clean up like the piss, which is interesting. When like the other dog daycares I had didn't do that at all. We had mops, but I kind of like it because it at least keeps it clean. Well, that's when it works. They won't fix the stupid... Oh no, none of the dogs are scared of the vacuum, luckily. But Moltka loves to be like right next to the person who's cleaning. And I'm like, why? Because he's always stepping on the hose. But it's like the different like little things where I'm like... The only time, and then when the dogs start like running around in a circle, he like kind of like looks at me. He's like, "Can I go? Can I go? They're running. Can I go get them?" And I was like, "No. They're not really supposed to be doing that either." But I was like, "Don't do it. They're too small for you." Every now and then, I'll kind of let him go, or like let him I was trying to like kind of testing the waters to see how he would react to other dogs, because Moltka's never really been socialized before. So he was scared as shit when I was trying to bring him through the front, or like the doors that lead in, because he just saw like a straight row, and then on either side of that row was a fence with like at least 20 dogs each side staring, barking at him. And he was like, "Oh no, no, no. Don't bring me in there." And I was like, that was not how I thought you were going to react. And so I got like my boss, I had handed them to my manager, and I was like, because they have to test the dog to make sure that they're not dog aggressive. Which, to be honest, Moltka's definitely not. The most thing he is very interested in is staying by my side. Moltka has social anxiety, but he also has separation anxiety. He's kind of a COVID puppy. Well, kind of. He was born like 5 years ago, so not quite there, but I was there for most of COVID. Because during that time, I also had all my pelvis issues as well. Like towards 2021 is when my pelvis issues took off. So it took about 2 years to kind of sort those through, which was kind of around starting around the same time as I was streaming. I was getting all my pelvis issues, which was a lot of times that I was like, "Hey guys, I have surgery, so you're not going to see me stream for a while." Yeah. The thing is, I can't be in the other pen because they have a switch pens like every now and then, because some people have to go do other things, and so someone will take over the bigs while someone else will take over the smalls, or I have to go and break. I don't like bringing Moltka over to the bigs because we usually put any of the spicier dogs over on the bigs. And this poor unsocialized puppy is like, don't take me there. Because Moltka's also not fixed. So we have Great Danes that apparently don't like unfixed dogs. So they kind of just bark at him, and then he's kind of trying to respond to that because he's like, I don't know you. Why are you barking at me? So I tend to leave him on the smaller side, but when I do that, he sits at the fence and stares me down like, why have you left and why have you forsaken me, mother? But it's funny because like everyone else really does enjoy him. They're like, he's so cute and so well behaved, because most of our dogs we mark the males as unfixed by giving them a blue collar. So he's kind of the only blue collar that does not hump people or hump other dogs, which is always like a big problem. But I'm like, oh yeah, my dog doesn't. And my one coworker's like, oh, he's just a baby. How old is he? And I'm like, 5. And she goes, oh, he's not a baby. I just kind of assumed because he was not fixed. And I was like, we never got around to it. And my brother didn't want it. But now he might. So Alert thinking she's coming along when she is, and she goes to the Lincoln Salt. Aww. Yeah, anytime I start putting on shoes and a jacket, my dogs are like, where are we going? Because recently, because I no longer have to deal with pelvis issues, I can take them on walks again. So they're always like suddenly like, oh, are we going on walk? Walk? Please, please, please. And I was like, because before, usually the only time I would do that is when I would be going to work. But now, when I'm doing that, Moltka's like, where are we going? And then he was like, as soon as he gets in, he's like whining. He's like, oh. The thing is, I think for me, it's mostly shoes. Because I also put a jacket on. It's shoes and jacket. Yeah. But it's also the better fact is, during the winter, when I'm quickly going outside either to get a package or get the mail, I only put shoes on, even if it's winter, because I'm like, I'm only going outside for a moment. I don't need a coat. So I'll like quickly do that. But then if I'm putting on my jacket, it also kind of depends, because I wear a certain jacket when I take them on walks compared to my jacket when I'm like either going to work or whatever. Then I pull out their harnesses too, which they're like, lucky. You know, I never actually put on my headphones. They're just sitting in front of me. Oh, I guess I never checked to see if the redeems actually still... Oh, I think they either fixed themselves, because I remember, because I was rewatching the VOD. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that is weird. Pardon me as I check. I always do this one when I'm checking.
Huh?
Jesus, that's loud. Scared me. You guys can hear the background music. I can't, so I'm just like sitting in the or like sitting pretty much in silence. And then I will like suddenly I'm like doing something. I'm like, oh, it's loud. But Yeah, so my goal is kind of after my brother takes multiple. I'm like, why is it so fucking? And now I. I like feel that. I think definitely before I had background music, I was just like we were just sitting and just chatting. Because most of the time I just do like a little bit just chatting before stream, before I like switch over. Though most of the time people do just chatting, but I never know how long. And I don't feel like switching, so I end up just going to the game topic and being like, we'll get there when we get there. Oh, speaking of things I have forgotten, besides taking my meds that Batman told me to do it 24 minutes ago. Damn. I need to bring up the walkthrough for the game. Because Professor Layton, I always used a walkthrough just because I've played through the game multiple times. It's just to make sure that I get the puzzles right and eventually like so I can just like kind of quickly go through it, not get stuck for too long, but I always get stuck for too long. Worst thing is that I never know which part I stopped. I'm like looking, I have to go through the puzzles and then kind of look. Being like, oh, did I do this one? Did I do this one? Which I wasn't too far off when I guessed. Huh. Ah, I'm like still cold a little bit. But why did you just tell me? Oh, are you not charging? Oh, duh. Probably help if I turned on the power outlet. Luckily, I plugged it in when it was still at like 20%, so when it dropped down to 10, it was like, hey, just in case you forgot, I'm not charging. Thanks, phone. But hopefully, also, because I'll be streaming tomorrow morning, hopefully, I'm supposed to be playing My Time at Sandrock with Caro. So Sundays might be my like kind of morning streams, depending on if Caro streams with me, because I think at least once a week we'll be doing. I'm going to at least try to be like, hey, playing My Time at Sandrock. And hopefully, because I know how things play, we'll be able to get through it faster a little bit, because I know the game kind of takes also like a little bit to get through because it's mostly grindy. But we should be able to get through the main story pretty good. It also helps that Caro is like my ADHD loves gathering resources, and I'm like, that's good to know. You can go do that. I will just tell you where to go get stuff. Because I'm mostly like, I know how like gathering all the materials and which materials. I was like, we should probably be stacking up on these because I had played through the story once before. They've added a couple of things that I probably won't know, but I also got to remember to also befriend people because I hadn't seen a lot of the side quests. I know at least the general main story. I had to. I was like, I couldn't wait. I had to figure out how I could marry Logan. But pretty much with that, I think I talked enough. I will definitely. I need to boot up the capture. Oh, why did I open 2 of those? Oh, and I forgot chat has to extend. Sorry, it's still Wizard of Oz down there. There. Ah. Hope you guys are ready for puzzles. So usually I play this for Caro, which Caro hasn't showed up, which is like, but if we're just still dealing with puzzles, I'll figure it out. I love the music of these games. Okay, we're like 7 hours into this game already. Okay, we're going to recap to at least know where the fuck we are. Because this is also the first game that they ever released, so definitely like different things that they have improved on. In course of their afternoon-long investigation through St. Misery, Luke and Layton stumble upon a rumor about some mysterious kidnappings. The professor has a hunch that Ramon's disappearance and these kidnappings must be connected. In a quest for further detail, the intrepid pair continue their search of St. Misery into the night. Oh, I love this song. Anyway, we're supposed to enter in here, which I knew would change the music. What is up, Akari? What did you find? Akari! Why? Why the hidden puzzle? I just wanted to grab the hit coins first, and I thought you were pointing me to a hit coin. God damn it, Akari. Professor, there's a hidden puzzle over here. Puzzle number 106. How many glasses? On the top row of the picture shown below, you have 3 cups of juice followed by 3 empty cups. Your objective is to change things around so the cups are arranged as shown at the bottom. Shown as the bottom thing. Okay. Assuming you can only move 1 cup at a time, that all rearranges have to be done by hand, how many cups will you have to pick up? I'm wondering if this counts as this would be like 1, and then because you had to pick up this one, This would be 2. So you would bring this one over here, and then you would swap 2 over here. Oh, that actually just solves it. So at most 2 or 1? I don't know which one that will be, though. So, scrolling down... I'm on a different... It wanted me to do a different puzzle first, and just because I fucking did the whatever first. If it weren't against the rules for this puzzle, it would be easier just to swap the 2nd and 4th glass with each other. And the 4th glass? Why the 4th glass? But since you only could pick up 1 glass at a time, that idea's out. Oh, so you're saying I can't pick this up and swap it. So what I might have to do is like take a glass over and push all of these. What a weird way to put it. Exactly. Okay, so this would be 1, and you would push it over. And then... You would have to pick up one of the juices next to push it over. Which one? I feel like it's gotta be this last one. Or, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't matter, because this would be 2, you would push that over. And then to get that space, this would be 3, you would pick that up to push it over, and then either or of these, you would have to pick up it, like, at least 4? You have to move things around so that there's juice in every other glass. Surely there's a way to do this that doesn't involve switching the glasses around themselves. Or, there's that, but since I had read hint 2, we can also, what you can do is pick up this glass right here and pour it into this glass and set this one down. That would be only you picking up 1 glass. I don't know how this puzzle wants this to be. Okay, so moving on to hint 3. Because I'm doing this because I'm still not sure. Cross-contamination! Exactly. Maybe this person just wants many drinks. Okay. You don't need to change the positions of the actual cups. You can achieve the same goal by moving the liquid from one cup to another. Okay, yeah. That's how I wanted to do it. If you're just moving the liquid, how many cups do you need to pick up to complete the puzzle? Which is 1. I'm just going to go to the solution. You only need to pick up 1. Yeah.
How does this sound?
So I kind of had it right the beginning part.
Yes.
But I couldn't swap the glasses, so it wouldn't have been 2. That's right. Pouring the contents of the 2nd cup into the 4th cup. Isn't that the 5th cup? Or are we... Are we counting from the first cup with the juice over? Because that would be 1, and because they said that the cup that we're picking up is the second cup. And we're pouring it into the 4th cup? I thought it would be the 5th. Return it to its original position as shown above. This way, the task is set before you can complete it in 1 move. Easy! Let's go find more puzzles. Oh, speaking of puzzles, not really. I have to take my pill that I have forgotten. And my foot has fallen asleep. Great! Why does it always have to hurt? Boy. Oh. Ha 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 ha. I gotta eat fish. Okay. Now finding the hint coins that we were supposed to find. There's this one. Okay. Mwahaha! That's mobile though. Alright, we gotta talk to him. Must have solved at least 30 puzzles to talk to him. Oh. How many have we solved? 58. I think we're good. Oi there. I've never seen you or mug around here before. What would it be, pal? Rum. Oh, I'm not ordering anything. I just came by to inquire about a certain matter. Not here for the special then, huh? Well, what do you want to know? No one has seen or heard from Ramon, the servant of the Rayhole Manor, since this afternoon. We have looked about everywhere to no avail, just like he vanished from St. Misery. While talking to Crouton earlier, he mentioned a strange old man who was set to look around the village. Do you perchance know of anything about such individual? An old man. Oh, right, that old rumor. So you have heard of him before. If you have any information, anything at all, please share it with us. You're not from around here, are you? Thing is, I can't have you spreading crazy rumors about St. Misery to the outside world, now can I? Of course, if you're a puzzle lover, then maybe. Just maybe. I could find it in me to trust you. Hello, how are you? How's streaming go? Oh my gosh, every time I see you go live, I'm like, I want to click and watch. No, I'm a big fan. Oh, I know you didn't stream. I know. I'm in your Discord, it notifies me every time you do, and I'm like, oh, I want to do it so much, but to be honest, a lot of it would just be me jumping in. Oh, yes, Dove. I had switched my schedule around. because I now work from Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I had swapped my scheduling around. I shall stream on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, is what I swapped it to. But this is kind of around the first time I'm implementing it, because I was very busy and then I was also trying to get used to working again. But I finally got to the point where I'm okay, that I don't have a problem driving home as much anymore. So I had a problem like the day that I had only slept 3 hours, but that was more understandable. And this guy over here is just surprised I solved 30 puzzles. I got 58 in my belt. But yes, this will kind of just be the new schedule. It was really nice seeing you. You too, Stove. Yeah. So Sundays will tend to be more morning time, because I want to stream with Caro as we collab a game. So those might be more morning streams for a while before they might become night streams. But I think that might be after we finish my time at Sandrock. I love this music. But yeah, that's kind of the new scheduling for now. It might change though, who knows. It's just something I had to do out of necessity, because even though I would get home at least before my streaming time, I would be way too exhausted to continue streaming. So I thought, since I did have 3 days off, that I just moved everything to the 3 days that I did have off. Which ended up working out pretty well. Wednesdays were the only days that stayed the same, just because I always ask for Wednesdays off. I have stuff there. So my car was up in the air for a minute. Are you okay, Spicy? You're fine? Drive safely. You can get home. Or where else you need to go. Just be safe. You may have 9 lives, but please don't waste it. Oh no. Oh. Scary. Well, at least you landed safely. Nothing was broken. Good. Just make sure when you get to your destination, take a break to cool off before you start moving anywhere. If anything starts making noise, you at least know what to tell people. Yay! Congrats on making it back home. I bet. I say, do whatever relaxes you. And like, I guess calm down if you have the time to. Some people are like, I got stuff to do, and I'm like, I totally understand that, but you may want to take a breather. Okay. Back to Rum. Whoa, I see you solved 30 puzzles. Alright then. Here's an earful for you. I know a fellow who swears up and down that he saw a strange old geezer skidding about town. The fellow I know is... The fuck is that name? Rosaikuta? Rosaikuta? He's a wee one, but he's got the appetite of a wolverine. Do you know where we might find this Rosaikuta? Can't say for sure, but at this hour, well, he probably is at home snacking on something. His house is up the road that winds up north from here. Why don't you go pay that walking ice box a visit? Okay. It says we got a new journal entry. The talk of the kidnapper. The cafe owner, Crumb, was extremely helpful. He told us where we could find a man who had a run-in with this aged kidnapper. This witness lives just north of the cafe. I hope against hope that Ramon is merely off somewhere napping, but I have a dreadful feeling that the worst has happened. In any case, I must talk to... I feel like typing this word in just to figure out how to say it. Okay, why are these people all named food? In English, is also shortened to is uncooked, unsmoked, dried cured ham. Is usually served thinly. Ah. I only say people are named food because there's this one guy who's actually named Crouton. Crouton is his name. Okay, well, I also... to pronounce, thank you. Prosciutto? Oh, thank you. I'm gonna leave that in my tab so I can refer to it with prosciutto. Okay? I don't know what the fuck I was saying, but definitely was not that. Anyway, we gotta talk to this person over here. Oh, fancy meeting you here. I got a doozy of a puzzle right here. It's harder to crack than a coconut. But who knows? It might even have something to do with the case you're investigating right now. So, what do you say? Help a fellow detective out, will you, brother? That's all very interesting, but I do believe that there's been a mistake in here. I am no detective, you see. Say no more. Undercover and all that, then, yes? Very well, but I know a fellow sleuth when I see one. Us being in the same trade and all, I suppose it couldn't hurt if I let you have a look at this puzzle. Cozy. Yes. Puzzle number 051. The town's barbers. A certain town only has 2 barbers in it. There aren't any other in any other town nearby, so everyone who lives there gets their hair cut by one of these 2 stylists. Looking at these 2 fine gentlemen, which one would you go for your haircut? I'm pretty sure we will be going to A. And why? Because someone has to sit in the chair. Unless this A barber can cut his own hair, which I don't think he can. So I'm thinking Barber B did it. That guy's poor hair. You should get a haircut from Barber A. Yep.
How does this
Oh
sound?
boy. I think Barber B needs to go back to
Professor, I've solved it.
beauty school or haircutting school. That's right, everyone in the village gets their hair cut by one of these two barbers. This includes the two barbers themselves, because people don't usually cut their own hair. The stylist with a butched haircut is probably the more skilled of the two. Oh, you done it! You solved that monster riddle. That one was actually pretty easy. Simply astounding. Even I couldn't do it. That tells a lot. Oh, it wasn't that difficult. But on a more important subject, have you heard any word from Ramon lately? What's that you say, good sir? You want to solve more puzzles? Are you listening to us? Alright, here's a gem of a tip. Go to Granny's Riddleton shack. That's all I can say. I have solved all the puzzles. There won't be any there for me. My detective skills instincts tell me that another case is developing as we speak. I must take my leave now, but perhaps I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for the painting, I guess? Oh, sir. Alright, continuing on. I had to skip back over the puzzle that Akari had shown us, but good. Take the fork to the left. Yes, Akari. Yes, that's actually a hint coin and not a hidden puzzle like before. Still can't believe you did that to me, Akari. All I wanted. Give me that. I'm kidding. There's something there. Agnes. Okay.
My, aren't you two up late playing detective? If you like to solve mysteries so much, do me a favor and help me with this puzzle, wouldn't you?
Puzzle number 053. Fish. Thief. Not the fish. When you weren't looking, someone came by and gobbled up your fish dinner. The three brothers near the crime scene. Of course they're brothers. Oh, there it goes. OBS, looked like it froze for a moment. Near the scene of the disaster crime had this to say. A? Me? Oh yeah, I ate it. It was so good too. B? I saw A eat that fish right up. C says B and I didn't eat that fish. One of these brothers are lying to you. Which one is it? Okay. So usually how you want these to play out, how to solve these, is that you pick which one you kind of start from the top. Let's say A's lying. So he's like, oh yeah, I ate the fish. He's lying. So let's say he didn't eat the fish, but then the next two ones have to be true. And this says, I saw A eat that fish right up. But A's lying. So both of those contradict themselves. So A is not lying. Let's say we saw B's lying. But A, at that point, with the same how the two are, oh yeah, I ate that. I ate it. It was good too. And then B says, I saw, but B's lying, says he saw A eat a fish right up. So that won't work either. So the only one who would be lying, possibly be lying and saying, B and I didn't eat that fish. That means A, one of these three brothers is lying to you. Which one is it? Okay, so we just have to find the one who's lying. Which would be like B. So in other words, I believe all three of your brothers ate the fish. What bastards. C is lying. Of course he is.
Well, here's my guess.
Do-do-do.
I did it! Yes!
Puzzle! The liar here is C. A and C splits your dinner and each ate half. The answer becomes clear when you realize that if A's lying, then B must be lying as well. The same thing happens when you assume B is the liar, therefore the only possible answer is C is lying, and a scenario only works if C did eat some of the fish. Well, you took care of that one in a hurry, didn't you? Here, I thought you were just another well-dressed city slicker. You showed me. Well, I believe one good turn deserves another. Why don't you let me take a look at your fortune? Oh, this isn't good. I see a series of innocuous, suspicious events occurring during your stay at Missouri. Watch your step. I don't know. Looking at the television. The item went to Luke. Alright. Continuing on. Okay, talk to this man. Oh, we got 2 minutes. It appears it must be a drag having to keep up your investigations all through the night. How about a puzzle break just to take the edge off? I just got the puzzle for the night like this. Puzzle number 054. Monster. Oh no, the town is in grave peril. As you read this, a fearsome monster is launching attack on St. Missouri. Ward off the beast by stabbing it in the eye, and for goodness sake, hurry. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I just stabbed the map. Stab, 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 nom, 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 nom. I don't know, actually. Because none of these, unless it's like this down here, I don't even know. Maybe it would be like right here, because that kind of just seems like it's perfectly above the tree. Of course, I don't know. Dab, 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 dab. Okay, at a glance, the picture appears to be... Oh, shit. You would think that I would learn. When ads tend to go off, which I didn't. Okay, then I'm just gonna go ahead and switch over to BRB. I'll get up and move. At least do something that wakes up my mind a bit. I'm a little tired. But yes, we'll be back kind of momentarily. So BRB. Oops, sorry for being like, look, come here. Ooh. No, come here. Yikes. Now that as you run over all of the trees. You don't know what you have, so come here. Yes, good boy. No, come back here. You sweetheart. Yes. Sorry for those of you who I just stuck into the middle of that, and those of you who don't have to deal with the end. It just suddenly was like, I'm dropping you in the middle of this, by the way. Oh, it would probably help if I swapped back so you guys can see me. Pretty much all we have to do is I'm just gonna read through the hints to see if I'm able to kind of solve this or not. At a glance, the picture appears to be filled with glowing objects that could well be eyes, but reminder that there's only one monster attacking the village. Okay, they say monster. Like, is he supposed to be actually damaging it? Maybe it's a cat. Sitting on in the houses, so I don't know. The monster is huge. In fact, that it's so big, it might as well cover the whole town. I'm still stabbing whatever the fuck these are. So I feel like it's supposed to be those, but I have no idea. Alright, hint 3. Have you figured out where the monster is going to strike from? Look to the skies. Am I stabbing this one crescent moon, or am I stabbing right above the tree? That's all I want to know. Well, it gave me the solution. It's the fucking moon.
I think I've got it.
It was the only thing that was kind of different, too. Anyway. Puzzle!
Layton's apprentice
Saves the day. Well done. It seems the fiend was hiding in the night sky. You certainly gave it what for. You sure devoured that puzzle. Seeing as it's getting late, I should warn you both about the kidnapper that's been sneaking about town. Make sure you don't get snatched up walking around saying misery. That would be a grade A shame. That'd be Caro. We would always look at Caro like, don't get kidnapped. Just because Caro was so... Caro is tiny. Caro's not that tiny, but... Caro's tiny. Alright. Continuing on, we gotta go right. Uh-oh. Holly's... What's up, Akari? Something there? Oh yes, a hint coin. Good job. Such a good girl. Alright, we get to talk to Polly. Ugh. I can't sleep because of this stupid puzzle. I've been tossing and turning for hours. I'm gonna lose it for real. This time, if I don't figure it out. Ugh. I have to move away from the mic when I start doing Polly's voice because I feel like if I just yell into the mic, it's going just to cut off. Puzzle number 052, find a star. Dum, dum, dum. A star the same shape and size as the one shown on the right is hidden somewhere in this picture. Trace its outline below. Okay. Now I gotta kind of figure out where the star is. No, that's not it. I'm like wondering if I'm tilting my head and it would work. Star shape. Where the fuck is star? Where's the star? Is it that? There's no way around it. You're just going to have to search the picture long and hard for the answer. Only one star is exact shape and size. And a sample of the star will do. No defects or misshapen, distorted star or distorted stars will be accepted. Is that it? Or is it too distorted? Or am I just bad at drawing? Apparently this little tip up here is part of it. So I did find it. I just quite didn't outline the right thing. Oh, it's not this part. Will you accept that?
How does this sound?
Yay, puzzle!
I did it! Yes!
You kind of doesn't spotting a star earn you a free wish? Hey! Why did you have to go tell me the answer?
Because you're being loud, Polly.
I've been thinking up an answer for days now, and you just go and ruin it? Thanks a lot, you jerk.
Thank you for the painting scrap. Bye, Polly. Go home and go to bed.
Clearly, you need sleep. Oh my God. I'm over here trying to be exact, and the person who submitted the picture was even worse. Anyway, we got more hint coins to find. Okay, entering the door with more hint coins. I'm assuming this is the person who eats a lot. Pardon me as I pull up their name again. Prosciutto. Hello, Prosciutto. Am I immediately talking to you? Yep. Prosciutto! Hey, what do you want? Start drawing so I can get back to dinner. I heard from a fellow at a cafe that you had witnessed a strange old man prowling around about town. Could I ask for a more detailed account of what you saw? Okay. Yeah. I think it was something like 4 days ago. I feel like I'm just gonna put fish in my mouth and talk. I was on the way home from the market when I saw this creepy guy sneaking around. So I took a closer look, right? And I wanted to make sure it didn't clean out the butcher before I got there. Up close, it was some spooky old guy with a huge snack. Yum yum yum. I yelled at him, but the geezer just bolted. I was like, man, look at Graham's bust a move. I was thinking that weirdo is one of the one who's been kidnapping people. You gotta be out at night. Watch yourself. You hear? Interesting. Towards the end, I was like starting to already finish chomping up the fish, and I was like, oh, fine. Oh. A puzzle. Look, it's a hidden puzzle. Thanks, Luke. Puzzle number 114. Tetrahedron trial? What? The images below of a tetrahedron that has been disassembled so each of its 4 faces lie flat. Which triangles should you insert in place of question mark? So that when the tetrahedron is put together, both the red and blue lines continue unbroken from one face to the next. Okay. To be honest, if we're just kind of going... I want to rule out that it's not A, and I don't think it's B. I want to say that it's B, but I gotta check the other. I want to say it's B. I was fucking wrong. It's C. I knew the fucking red ones were gonna fucking plan this, but wait a moment, how? Why is it C? It's C. It will give a representation or whatever. Well, at least I was able to narrow it down with the right answer. Exactly. The three-dimensional virtualization is crucial to solving this puzzle. It was the blue was going straight across that was kind of throwing me off, but whatever. Puzzle! Done! Let's go find more puzzles. Well then. Anyway. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and leave. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Professor. It's not that the investigation is boring me or anything, I'm just a little sleepy. It's gotten late. Let's report our findings to everyone at the mansion and wrap things up for the day. Hey guys! We found Raymond! It only took like 3 streams. I don't know if he's alive or dead, though. But he's in a sack. But we found him. I don't even remember what I called the stream. I don't know. Dead body or Raven was the going live one. How fitting. Professor, look over there. Oh my gosh, is that Raven? Fine. Oh.
Luke, sir, hold it there.
Oh. Oh, he's gone. Layton, you missed him. Ooh.
My word.
Damn. Oh no, we lost him. Luke, you saw that too, didn't you? There was no doubt that was Raymond. Does that mean the kidnapper killed Raymond too? Steady there, Luke. I think we'll do well to return to the site of Raymond's abduction. The kidnapper may have left a clue behind, you see. Right. Lead on, Professor. Mysterious rumblings was added to your list of mysteries. We need to go sweep the site of Raymond's abduction for clues.
You're absolutely right, Professor.
Professor, look at this! A cog. This appears to be identical to the item recovered from the crime scene at the Rayhole Manor.
Do you think it'll help us find who's responsible for both crimes?
Perhaps, but at any rate, our first priority is to report our findings to Lady Dahlia. Come, Luke, back to the manor.
Chapter 4, Night Falls.
Oh, no, we finished Chapter 4. It turns dark. Raymond still hasn't returned, and continuing the investigation for clues we have solved, because we have found Raymond. Alive or dead. He was found. Just kidnapped again. After witnessing the Raymond's abduction, the professor and Luke return to the manor to report their findings. We have urgent news. Raymond has been abducted. What? Who? How? I must inform the madam at once. Madam, there's something terrible has happened. Okay. Now that I'm done jamming to the music. So you're saying that Raymond has been involved in some kind of play? No, we can't be sure of that yet. However, time is of the essence. We must organize a search party to locate him at post-haste. Mr. Layton, what's the meaning of all of this? Why do you insist of whipping the town up into a frenzy? I'm shifting. The situation has changed recently, Inspector. We saw Raymond being abducted in town. I'm afraid that you might have a serial murderer case on your hands. We must rally the people of St. Misery and organize a search. Mr. Layton, last time I checked, this was my case, not yours. It's too late to start looking tonight. We'll organize a search first thing in the morning. We have no time to debate whether or not to wake a few sleepy villagers. While we sit back bickering, poor Raymond may already be... Everyone, your attention please! Honestly, Matthew, what... Can't you see we're busy right now? What is it? Sincerely apologize, madam, but is Raymond... He's returned. Returned, but... Yes, after the professor honored us with a visit, I went to the market to do some shopping. Why do you ask? Just... what's going on? I'll say, why is Raymond alive? He was in a sack. There you have it, Layton. Now will you finally leave the detective work to the detective? But we saw it. We saw it happen right before our eyes. Raymond, don't you remember any of this? That's enough, Luke. But no, he was... I must apologize, Inspector Shelmy. It was dark out. It seems that I must have mistaken in what I saw. Now, if you excuse us, it's been a long day, and I do believe that we all could use a little rest. I certainly agree. The last thing I need is some drowsy scholar creating a panic in the village. Well, good night to you all then. Well, Lee looked like a damn right fool. Raven's back. With, I guess, amnesia, but we have journal entries and the new mystery. The Rumbling Tower. The mysterious rumbling walking the streets of mystery. At night, occasionally a thunderous rumbling fills the air. The noise is rumored to come from the tower, but no one in town seems to know the origin of the sound. Villagers claim that the noise has increased in frequency as of late. Journal entry. The Strange Old Man. To our shock, we stumbled upon the very kidnapper we were investigating. He just nabbed Ramon and dashed off. We tried to report our findings to the inspector forthwith, but just as we were about to reveal our findings, to our bewilderment, Ramon returned home. What's going on here? We made it to halfway, I guess, because there's only 8 pages of notes. I got to talk to Gordon. Gordon has a puzzle for us. No matter how I try, I can't seem to find that someone special. Tell me, Professor, what does an eligible bachelor like myself have to do to find a girl? Find someone who's interested? I don't know. Reflect upon yourself? I don't know. I had an epiphany the other day. I think the reason I'm alone is because I can't solve this puzzle. Yeah, sure. Oh, how I tried to solve it, but no matter how many nights I spent pondering it, the answer eludes me. Please help me, Professor. I don't want to spend the rest of my life talking to my stuffed animals. What's wrong with stuffed animals, sir? They're perfectly fine. I don't want to help you now. Puzzle number 012. 12. 12. If you want to cut a piece of paper, if you want to cut a piece of paper shown in diagram 1 to 2 pieces and then reassemble them to form a rectangle, all you have to do is cut the paper shown in diagram 2. However, in order to assemble the pieces such shown in diagram 2, you need to flip the piece over before putting them together. Where should you cut the paper if you want to turn the paper in diagram 1 to a rectangle without flipping either of your 2 pieces? Does that count as one? Technically, you can just move them up, but... It's probably wrong. But right now, it's right. Okay. I'll just go ahead and give you guys the real answer. You just got across the... Oh, wait, no. No, that's not even the real answer. It's this. There you go. That's the real answer. You just had to cross the little thing and then you turn it and just boop boop. Yes. Exactly that. Boop boop. Forgive my tired self.
That should do it.
Puzzle!
Every puzzle has an answer.
Technically, I wasn't wrong. They just wanted it in one piece. One piece! Instead of two pieces. That's right. You know the answer. Now that you know the answer, the puzzle seems quite simple, doesn't it? Yes. How did this... Sir, no. But joy, I'm positively tingling with excitement. Take your tinkling elsewhere, sir. With that puzzle solved, I'm sure I'll find a bride in no time. Yeah, keep thinking that, sir. And best of luck, I guess. Alright, we are going downstairs. But I want it! There's something that only appears in the mobile version that it'll tell me about, but I'm like, ew. Inspector Shelmy and Madam have already retired for the night. Ramon is likely off to the cafe. You had a very hard day, Professor. Do try to get some rest. Good night, sir. Now leave the manor. I wonder if we really just mistaken what we saw on the street. That Ramon? No, I'm certain that was Ramon. When we saw him, there wasn't a slight hint of life in him. He may have lost consciousness, or how would he return healthy as can be an hour later? Stranger still is the fact that he seems to have no memory of what we saw happen to him. It's so peculiar. Plus, Raymond wasn't even the first. Lots of people seem to have the same experience. Any other village would be in a panic over something like this, but Saint Misery. Well, it's peculiar. That's all. There's something very peculiar about this whole town. Yes, in most places no one would stand for this, but we have seen that Saint Misery is anything but normal. Oh, apparently we went to bed. Or we stayed up the whole night. Ah, they're done. Yes? Yes, don't you worry. I'll let him know. Oh, hello there. There was a phone call for you. It was from an Inspector something or other. From Inspector Shelmy. He just kept saying that it was urgent and that you should meet him at the Rayhold Manor at once. He probably wants to talk to you about what happened yesterday. Maybe so. We won't know until we get there, though. Come on. Come, Luke. So we have a new mystery, and it's Ramon. When Layton and Luke finally tracked down Ramon, they were shocked to see him being kidnapped by an old man.
Shortly thereafter, Raymond returned to the mansion with no memory of ever being abducted or stuffed into a sack. What happened to Raymond's memory? The morning summons. Today marks our second day in Miss St. Misery. I kind of want to say Miss Hollery, but we're not there. So I'm like, have to remind myself we're not in Miss Hollery. I was secretly hoping I could start the day off properly with a little tea. Yes, Layton, my love. But with no such luck. We have been summoned to the Rahol Manor and must hurry over to meet the inspector before he loses his impatience. Anyway. Going. But maybe I want the pig marker on charm. Oh, she's got a puzzle for us. Hi, Beatrice. There you are, Professor. Would you help a girl out? I got something here I would like you to look at. Her voice is going to keep changing. I make this darling sandwich for my special lunchbox, but the silly thing is too big. Can you make it fit? The sandwich? Puzzle number 055, the odd sandwich. What the fuck? Using scraps of leftover from your breakfast. Why did you eat the other half like this? You managed to cobble together some rather odd-shaped sandwich. How many times must you cut the sandwich in order to make it fit neatly in the container? Are you telling me that it won't? Am I supposed to be making this into a square? What if I cut it like that? Well, there goes my headphone. Or would it be... No. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna probably need whatever hints. Have you thought of turning the sandwich to get a fresh perspective on the puzzle? It may sound slightly ridiculous, but if you do it right, you will be surprised at how things come together. I have no idea. But I'm probably gonna go till 10, which is in a couple of minutes. I am starting to get tired. I know this hadn't been too much of a long, but it's also me trying to get used to this stream schedule. That, and I've been putting up Christmas lights. So I probably won't stay long. We at least finished chapter 4, which I'm very happy with. Because I was kind of struggling for a bit, not being able to finish this. I was able to get through a lot more puzzles, but
I am feeling my brain die. So I'm like, some of these I feel like would be more simple of a puzzle, but because my brain ain't braining. I think I'm reaching my point. You won't have much success solving this puzzle if all you're doing is looking at the image provided. Try rotating the sandwich 90 degrees to the left or the right. Okay, and I'm not getting it still. The solution is sternly simple. Rotate the sandwich 90 degrees, cut it, and sections fit together perfectly like a puzzle piece. So am I just supposed to cut it down the middle? Like that? Input answer? What the fuck is this input though? Oh, you just need one cut.
Luke, here's my answer.
Puzzle! Oh, boy.
Another puzzle solved.
Okay. That's right, this puzzle is a snap once you see protruding edges fit together. I was like thinking of something to that effect, but my brain couldn't visualize. Oh, Professor, you're just you're just the cleverest. Thank you for helping me figure this out. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm gonna have to end early again. Hopefully I can get my stamina up again to be able to stream for longer. But this is as far as I can go. I'm gonna miss that music. So to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, so it technically should be streaming within a couple of hours. At 6 p.m. Central Time, I believe. Though it's going to be a collab, so we were probably going to be starting late. If it ends up not working out, just kind of look for the Discord message, an announcement that we wouldn't be making if we can't. But yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping by, Stone. Oh, yep. It's all hitting me at once now. Sound really, yeah. But kind of the fun thing what we get to go do is I don't know if what I meant I'm not gonna say anything until I know. They're technically still here. So, we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid out. I don't know what they're playing because they're still starting soon. But I I know that they're here. So I figured we could just raid them because sometimes I could raid them every now and then, but first one is gonna be for those of you who are subbed. Oh man. Okay, and then the second one is for all of you. Anyone who wants it. You'll prepare. Yes. I should be back tomorrow morning. It's currently 10 my time. Wee! But yes, we'll be playing my time at Sandrock, hopefully with Caro. Caro might not be streaming her point of view. Probably not. Just because internet is sometimes a butt to her. So, I'll be mostly doing mine. Mostly. I should be doing mine. But other than that, I'll let you guys go. Or, yeah, you guys are about to leave me. Bye-bye.